Hello friends, welcome to Code Crush Coding. In the previous video we have learnt about the basic concepts of lambda functions. So lambda functions can be used with two functions which are filter and map. So let's first cover the filter. So the Python built-in filter function accepts a function and a list as an argument. So this filter function is a built-in function which accepts two parameters. One is a function and another one is a data type, which can be a list as well as tuple. So it provides an effective way to filter out all the elements of the sequence. It returns the new sequence in which the function evaluates to true. So let's write one code to understand the filter function. So this is my Python file. Now what I want to do, let's say I have one tuple which is name as data, and in this tuple I have values as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now what I want to do, I want to get only the value which are divisible by 2 from this data. So what I want to do, it provides an effective way to filter out all the elements of this sequence. So I want to filter only those elements which are divisible by 2. So I need to get the inbuilt functions which is filter. So it is taking two parameters. It accepts a function and an argument and a sequence. So I will provide here one lambda function. So as you know, it is declared by using the lambda keyword, and here we will have one argument, let's say x. So basically this x will be the each item from this sequence, like x will be 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 6. Then what I want to do, if x divisible by 2 equals to 0. If it is divisible by 2, then I want to filter out this. So this is my first parameter, which is a function. After that I need to provide the sequence, which is my data. So this I will get, and I need to store it somewhere to accept it, right? So I will provide here one variable output, so which will store the value of the filter, and I will just print the output here, print output. Now let's run this code. So we are getting here the output process finished with exit code 0, as so there is no error in our code, but what we are getting a filter object at some extra path we are getting here, or what you can say address. So what you need to do, as this filter is processing the values here, but it is not converting to the data type which we want. So as this data here is a tuple, you can convert this entire value in tuple. So I want this entire thing in tuple. Now let's see what we are getting. So we are getting here the output now 2, 4 and 6, as we have provided here the logic which says all the numbers divisible by 2 that we want to filter out. So we are getting only those numbers which are divisible by 2, 2, 4 and 6. So here you can provide any logic, like you want to provide all those numbers which are divisible by 3. So what will happen now, filter will take the two parameters. One is a function which is a lambda function, and another one is a sequence which will have these values. And now what it will do, it will filter out only those values which are divisible by 3. So we should get now 3 and 6. So see, we are getting here 3 and 6. So that was the use of filter function, which is an inbuilt function to filter out. So the third statement, which it says it returns the new sequence in which the function evaluates to true. So for this function x divisible by 3, which is only evaluates to true in the case of 3 and 6, so it is returning only 3 and 6. So that was the use of filter function. Let's say another function which is a map. So the map function in Python accepts a function and a list. It also accepts the list as well as tuple. So here you can see for the filter function also I have provided here the tuple. You can also provide here list. So if I convert it to list, and I will again convert this data into list, so it will also execute successfully here. See, so the output also we are getting here list. So any sequence like list and tuple we can provide to filter as well as map. So it returns a new sequence which contain all modified items written by a function for each item. So let's check how the map behaves. So what does the map function do? Let me remove this part. Let's say I have this list data. Now what I want to do, I want to map this data to another list. So first thing will be I need to provide a function. Let's say lambda function. It will take one argument, and what I want to return now, I want to return a new list which will have the squares of all these numbers. Like 1 will be replaced by square of 1, which will be 1. 2 will be replaced by square of 2, 4. 3 will be replaced by square of 3, 9, and so on. So what I will do, I will say here x raised to 2. So it will generate me a square. So this is my first parameter to map, and the second parameter will be the sequence, which is data, and this will return something. So I need to store it in some variable which will be output. You can provide any name, and you need to convert this to, as it is a original variable is a list, you can convert it to list. So entire thing will be converted into list, and then you can print here output. Let's run this code. So see, the original list was 1 2 3 4 5 6. We are getting here the squares 1 4 9 16 25 and 36. As the logic says, here in the map we have provided two arguments, which is data. So it will have this list, and this list will execute one data item each time. So first time it will be 1, so 1 raised to 2 it will be 1, 2 raised to 2 will be 4, 3 raised to 2 will be 9. So in that way the map function, which is the inbuilt function which will execute your data. If I convert this data to a tuple, let's say I have here tuple. So earlier it was list, so we were receiving the data in the form of list only, as these are square brackets. Now I will convert this to tuple here, and if I try to run this code now, so we are getting the output also in the tuple, which are round brackets. So that was the use of two inbuilt functions, filter and map. So filter was filtering your data as per the condition in which it was getting true, only those data we were getting, but map was doing the logic for each data item that you want to provide. So that's it in this video. We will cover another topics in next video. Thank you for watching.